Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble. Hopefully everything is synced. I didn't check yesterday, but it's been quite on and off. But yeah, we got everything here. Later, I should be doing the Void Busters episode, and of course tomorrow the Evil Within one, the Evil Within 2. The sixth episode. Yeah, it's been a little bit hectic doing the keep on track with the gaming, but I will manage out. And I just afterwards I want to put like a channel update, just like an overall thing. But yeah, not a lot of hardware information, like news and such. Like only the just the fallout of the new AMDs, what it does, it doesn't do. But yeah, the 7800 XT seems basically on par with the 6800 XT in terms of performance, like 3 to 5% within margin of error. But the good thing is the price there, especially compared with the current market GPU stuff, especially with NVIDIA. But basically, that's it. Not much else to talk about there. But yeah, seems that Cyberpunk, the patch 2.0, it's going to use your CPU a lot, and the afterwards there will be no need for mods for the but it is equivalent to hyper-threading on Ryzen CPUs, which is good. This is basically, at least from the information that this guy Philippe, sorry I will not pronounce the name because I cannot. It's oh my god, leading sync programmer, so he is part of CDR project, and he basically started warning people, okay, just check if your CPU can handle the heat, because it's going to be very so basically it's going to use the CPU in full, which is always supposed to do in terms of gaming. There is like always a little bit tricky trying to optimize CPU usage to offload some of the workload from other components like memory and even the GPU to help out on putting up the FPS on the screen. But yeah, it's good news that they finally managed to do this. But beware, I think it's time for like a spring cleaning, and maybe upgrade your, if not CPU, at least your CPU cooler, depending on what you have at the moment. But beware that it's going to use basically the CPU at its full potential when playing Cyberpunk. Yeah, basically here it's the thing that it's no need to use mods there, because there was like an issue with what we can call the upper threading for the Ryzen CPUs. It's confirmed here. Persons ask here specifically about this, but yeah, it's good news that at least this is happening. Now for the bad news, got Dying Light 2. I spoke about this like a few weeks earlier, like 2 weeks ago, I think, give or take. Because I knew and when I mentioned Dying Light 2, I mentioned this now has microtransactions. I think I did yesterday. The gaming deal stuff, but the which is not good. I don't know what they're doing, and yeah, they already speak out about this. The fact that even they give like a complimentary 500 DL points or whatever they want, Dying Light points. But the fact that some bundles prices they are currently structured in a way that could conveniently leave players with unspent DL points after they have purchased something, so which is even more annoying. You spend money to buy points, and then you have to overspend on the points so you can have like the stuff that you supposedly you want, and still have like unspent Dying Light points. So basically it's money wasted, and already taking into account that the fact that this exists, it's not good. And I think that by all of this, because they've been so, again, aside, they've been so supporting the game with free updates and everything from a year and a half now, which is kind of odd. All of a sudden, now we're going to add like microtransaction. Oh, it's coincidental that I think Tencent acquired a stake on the part of the I think the publisher from or the Techland itself, which is kind of odd. They say that didn't have anything to do with it, even though this was completely rushed because of the feedback that they didn't even manage to take into account these kind of things of the fact that it just offer points and then the people might encounter the scenario of getting unspent points. So basically, they have like wasted money from the consumer's part. Yeah, this was rushed. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. But yeah, and the fact also that they delayed the second DLC to next year. I think was supposed to launch this year, if not mistaken. I don't know now. I think it was usually they launch this kind of big stuff. I think around almost Halloween, if not mistaken. But I'm not sure the second DLC when it was supposed to come out, which is not good. This crumbles a little bit the confidence that people had on this on Techland, especially coming from the first game. They didn't have this kind of shenanigans. Everything was, they had DLCs, paid DLCs, but a lot of the content that they had, the launch was for free, and of course post-launch support and tweaks and bug issues that were always fixed on a timely manner. It's not good what they did here. It erodes the confidence that people had with this publisher, and I think they also published their games, but yeah, it's not good. Plus, Starfield continues to be a mess in terms of performance optimization. Now somebody managed to check that even like Gen 5 SSDs cannot keep up with this, which is not good. Sorry if you're hearing noise on the background. I think somebody is doing some construction. But yeah, even like the best SSD in the market, the Gen 5 SSD gets bottlenecked, which is not supposed to happen. And basically, it's the fact that the game itself, the game engine is not doesn't optimize like the data that it has to send through, that has to pass through the SSD. Mainly it's because of like block size range. It's like flooding with little blocks, and that's basically gets the SSD throttled. And I think a lot of people are getting like supposedly they get a lot of stuttering mainly because of this, because the data, the SSD basically is overflown with data. So that's why it gets stuttering issues in some situations and in some scenarios. Supposedly that's what I think people at least think that it is. Yeah, but even in GPU and CPU usage, I think it's not very well optimized. People are saying like there is a lot of stuff that is very weird. I think basically what they did is just try to fine tune the best they can for Xbox, which is basically the guys that are paying for them to give them the extra time to continue development, not launch at the time they wanted to launch, like almost 2 years ago. But yeah, and then the port for PC is not the best. Got lacking a lot of basic features like FOVs at least, and other stuff that now it's like standard, like they did with Resident Evil 4. I think even that Space remake and The Last of Us Part 1, the PC port is very good. The Last of Us, at least in terms of functionalities and options that you have for the PC, even though I think now the performance is patched a little bit, it can handle better like high texture stuff there. But yeah, from what I understood, Starfield is not the best in terms of PC optimization. I started to see a lot of mods trying to deal with this, which is usually what happens with Bethesda games. But yeah. The game itself, I'm not going to talk today, but it's more about the optimization itself. It doesn't seem like it was kind of poorly done. I even saw like some headlines saying that Todd Howard said, "Oh, you need to the game runs fine. You just need to upgrade your PC." Like this was like a freaking answer to give to people that spend money on your game. But yeah. It is what it is. Let's wrap up with some gaming deals. We got Capcom now for the Tokyo Game Show sale, which will come by the end of the month. We got, I think, at least that I can recall, Resident Evil 4, the remake. It's in promotion. I think it's the first time since launch that it is. We already saw some Resident Evil promotions, but I think I never saw for the remake a promo here. I will leave all of them, a list of all the Steam games, especially from Resident Evil. Resident Evil franchise, even the 7 and 8 and the older ones, like the other remakes. They are all in promotion. Given that. Mainly the main thing is 34% off for Resident Evil for remake. Just going to check here. Get the deluxe edition, extra DLC pack. 40% off on the big one and 42% on the DLC pack here. And I got a demo here. I think I will just a quick I think I will try out some demos to see while I don't play the full game, to see how it handles like my PC, if it can handle the strain here. Maybe do like one episode of playing the full demo. I think this one is like 15-20 minutes. Maybe to try out to see how it feels here. I think I will do that with Atomic Heart. I installed the demo and I thought giving it a go to see how my PC handles this thing. Got also continue with 505 games that they have a sale here. I highlight here Miasma Chronicles, getting positive reviews here, 40% off. It's from the same guys that did Mutineer Zero Road to Eden. This game is not on sale at the moment. It's basically this one, Miasma Chronicle, which is why is this not in my wish list? Yes, it is. It's only the bundle with the two games that is in promotion. Sorry. We got also Death Stranding. Death Stranding Director's Cut. It's 50% off, so $20. I think it is one of the games. I managed to snag this one, the Director's Cut, with Epic Games, one of the offerings they were doing. I'm not sure if this one is more properly served if doing a live stream. I don't know. I need to check if it's good to do, because I think we know we're going to get around scenery a lot. But yeah, I'll have to check how I'm going to go about this series here. Got also the Callisto Protocol, 55% off, which is good. Still with some mixed, but it's improved a little bit. The recent users, I think it's way better in terms of performance. I think it doesn't stutter a lot. I think it was one of the main complaints here, and the fact that people were expecting like Dead Space, like reskin with this game. But yeah, seems okay, which is good for me. At least something different. But I want to try out this one when I can, after I buy it. But yeah, it's 55% off. And lastly, an excellent roguelike game, Hades. I remember playing a little bit here and there. I think they had the demo at the time. I'm not sure. I think I played this game when it was early access or something like that. I'm not sure. But I remember at least seeing video, because I remember seeing gameplay of this. Now I'm not sure if I played this one. I don't think so, because it's launched 2020. I know I saw some gameplay of this for sure. But yeah, it's an excellent one. 50% or 55 on with the soundtrack here. It's excellent. This game. I want to make a run also. Maybe after Void Buster, see if I can manage to snag this in a promotion, something like that afterwards. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up for today. This is it for today in terms of gaming deals also. And I'm just going to plug up my Patreon here to help out on expenses, or basically for the channel, which is at the moment storage. My main worry, getting more storage for my work, for my private clients, to have like backups of backups. And also to add storage for the recordings that I do for the channel, and hopefully with a little bit more extra, I don't know, get like more recent games, stuff like that, because usually I'm also always in a budget. I like to buy games when they are on sale when I can, and if with extra money to support this, I think it will be a good opportunity to ramp up my being bring up more recent content, or at least in terms of gaming. But yeah, I hope we have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, Kunami Master out.